Hi friends, we'll learn how to insert current date and time to MySQL table. To insert only date, we have to use YYYM-dd format, and to insert date and time, we have to use YYYM-dd and hour, minute and second. This particular format we have to use to insert current date and time to MySQL table. We'll code that. We are inside our sample script. All the installation details and how to install the tables, you will get it in our PDO section, and the link is available in the description. This config file is the database connection string, so we are using it inside that. Now here in our browser, you can see this is gives us the idea about the PDO support. Now we'll install the our DTTB table. There is a date table, we call it DT underscore TB. So this table first we will install it. This only install the table, but it will not add any record. Now we'll add the current date and time to this. So table is created. Now we can go and see list of records. You can see is ID, DT and DT2. DT2 is where we will be storing our date and time, and DT is our only the date. So these will be adding, so we'll be checking it frequently. Now we'll go to our add date is link is here. Now it's blank because we have not added any code here. Now we'll start adding it. So already database connection is there. First we'll say dt1. This is our we'll say current in PHP. We'll use date function to get the current our YMD. This is the current year, month and date will be getting in YMD. So now DT2, this is will same thing, but we'll add our hour, minute, second also, YMD. Now this is then hour, minute and second. This is the format we have to maintain, because MySQL will accept in this format only. Then we'll understand also, if user has submitted the data in a different format, we can change it of course to this format, but finally before inputting we have to bring it in this format. Now let's start the query, writing the query. SQL is equal to our this variable, this is insert into DTTB. This is our table name. Now there are three columns are there. ID is auto increment, so we will not use ID. There is a DT and DT2. These are the two. DT2 will store our date and time. Values, let's make it uppercase. Values. Now what is that is first DT2 and then DT2. Sorry, this is in, we have got it in DT2. Values is equal to DT2. Now again DT1. So here fine, we'll close it. Now here DT1 is this. So DT is our it will say date and time, and DT2 column will store only our date. So in the format year, month and date. So this is our SQL query. Now we'll say again same variable will maintain. DBO. What is DBO? DBO we have declared it inside our config.php file. Inside that the connection string, our database details, our login access, user ID, password, DB name, everything is given, and the connection object we are now using DBO. It is inside the config.php file. DBO. Now prepare, what will prepare? Will prepare the SQL query. Fine. Now we'll say if SQL execute, because this will, if this is successful, then it will return true, otherwise false. So we are used a if command. Let's first write it, else also will write it. In else part we'll enter the we'll say echo not able to add record. This is the message we want to give. At the same time we'll print our error message also. SQL error info. This will give us the what is the error message returned by MySQL. We'll get it. Now if it is successfully executed, we'll say echo data stored in table. Fine, that's all what we need. Now if this is okay, then the record will be stored. How we will know? I am just will check in the list of records. We'll go and see. I am just saving it, saved. Now I will say add record. I am inside that. Let me add it. Data stored in table, because this is the message what we have written here, data stored in table. So the execution command is successful. Now let's list the records. You can see that this ID 220, this is already, this record is added. Now let's go there and add one more. So add date. Okay, now let me refresh it again. Now list of records. You can see 3 records are added, and you can see the time is changing. It's at first record is at 14 second, 35 and 38 second. So moment I refresh that page also, again the one more record will be added. So this is how we are adding it. Sometime we'll get that user gives a input in a different format. That we'll try to change it in our next. We'll use fixed date instead of using the date function. So we'll say dt1 equal to, we'll give it a different date format. We'll say 12-19. This 19 is the date, not month. 2022. So this is a directly we are using this date. Now the top line will comment it. Now the query will change. Instead of using, we'll use str to date, and inside this we will use, here we'll use our dt1. Now we'll tell that what format dt1 is. So we'll say it is %m / again %d, because second is date. Now again we'll say %y. So at this format the input dt1 is there. Now str to date will convert it into MySQL required format. So that's all. We'll save this. Now let's refresh this page. Okay, there is no error. Now let's say list of records. You can see we have checked several times. Okay, 2022 12-19 is added now. Now let's change it to, let's make it one more for our satisfaction. Let's make it 2025. I am saved it. Now let me go there, refresh once, list of records. I can see here two times, because I refreshed it once, one time executed, so 2 records are added. So this is how any input format we can change it by using str to date. And note that here what format the input is, we have to give it. This it is in month d and month date and y format or year format. That's what our input date is. So we have used str to date to convert it to MySQL compatible format.